Hi, good Wednesday morning, everyone. It's time to break down today's market action with Jim Cramer on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. All right, Jim, does this rally have some legs here?
Well, I mean, I think that we should certainly get back what we lost off of Italy, because a lot of what happened with Italy was the pricing of some 5 and 10-year notes, and they were priced very good right through where they were talking about yesterday. So the financing worked. I also think that people are underestimating the need for a new Italian government. So what's happening in Italy is actually quite positive for Italy. And if they can get a coalition, which is going to be hard, I know, we'll be looking back and thinking, wow, that was a good opportunity once again to buy Italian bonds. Italy cast a pall on everything yesterday that wasn't a pall cast on by China, the president putting the $50 billion tariffs on. If you notice, NXPI is the way to measure the tensions between us and China, because we just got another note, Morgan Stanley today, saying the NXPI deal with Qualcomm is going to close, but if there's real trade tensions, then that's unlikely. I come back and say that it is a buying opportunity, but that the buying opportunity kind of happened. It was in the cloud stocks, which are moving up again. It was in the semis, which are moving up again. And that's where all the action is. And that remains to be the most fertile area for investment.
And when we look at the cloud stocks, Salesforce, the fact that they got so many government contracts, what does that tell you?
A piece in real money about the government contracts. What people don't understand is that there's a whole new class of buyers of platform to get on the cloud. Buyers like Veterans Administration, where there's 9 million lives just in the Veterans Health. Buyers like the Department of Agriculture, $180 billion department. And I think that when people consider cloud adoption, they tended to think that it must be retail, maybe some consumer products company like Kimberly-Clark and Home Depot. And now what we're discovering is it's big insurance companies. Multiple references to Citi on the call, Bank of America, not yet, but maybe it's happening. They tend to be more private. But I have to tell you this, Mike Corbat, he's going all in to try to get a customer edge. And then this government business. By the way, one of the things that's important is that Mark said on Mad Money that that business around the world is strong. He just visited Japan. He just visited Europe. So those who think that the world is slowing, let's match that with what Mark is saying, because you come away with a less clear view that things are going soft.
He was also a little bit critical of Facebook, saying that these people like Zuckerberg need to be leaders, not just entrepreneurs.
Right, exactly right, Scott. And he's talking about you don't want the truth to be a byproduct. You want the truth to be at the center of your relationship with your customers.
And Jim, when we talk about the worries about Italy, what does that have to do with the PC and printer growth at HP?
Well, it's remarkable. I mean, you saw incredible numbers on the strength of personal computers. By the way, good read through there to Intel and of course to Micron. Good numbers for printer. It turned out to be that was really the better of the two, HPQ versus HPE. And Kathy Leschek, congratulations on a fabulous career, CFO retiring. But there is the 3D business alone merits taking a hard look at owning HPQ, which is HP Inc. And just congratulations to a remarkable resurgence of the PC, double-digit growth, average selling price up 7%. Even Tony Sacconaghi, who's oftentimes a critic of some of the tech companies, seem to believe that, it's for real. It's a very inexpensive stock. They returned $800 million in cash. They have a lot of free cash flow. It's quite a renaissance for HP.
You mentioned Intel and Micron. Those are two bullpen names for Action Alerts Plus.
Yeah, I mean, look, these stocks are getting away from us. It's painful. When Micron was mentioned by David Faber, I mean, our rules are such that we tell you what to do in bullpen. We can't do, this is one of the problems with the product, obviously, is that we've wanted to buy Micron, and Micron keeps going higher, but we keep mentioning Micron. So we use bullpen to show you what we would do and what we can do and what we want to do. And Micron's fabulous, and so is Intel. They are two best in show companies right now.
And we'll have more on the bullpen in our actionalertsplus.com video after this.
Yes.
Please join us there. Meanwhile, Jim, after speaking with the CEO of Covanta, are you bullish on the stock?
Covanta is hard because the this is waste energy, and there are some issues in terms of an Irish plant and the cash flow from the Irish plant, and I got a kind of an unsure feel for the cash flow that would support that dividend, 6% yielder. If the cash flow were greater, I would feel better. The concept is a solid one, but I just want to be a little more circumspect, given that when I said is the dividend safe, the first reaction was to talk about the cash flow issues in Ireland, and it's a shame because I think they've got a great concept for business.
And you've said at times that stocks with high dividends can be a red flag. It gives the company runway.
6% is kind of like in the middle of a high yielder that I kind of wanted to, that would be like a name where I would say, take a look at Income Seeker. Maybe we should be doing it. But I'm just a little more circumspect.
All right, Jim, who do you have coming up on Mad Money tonight?
I've got the hottest of the Cloud Kings is New Relic, which is an anagram for Lou Cerny, who's the CEO. And they're the ones who make sure that you know if you run a website like MLB that it's working. And you have MLB, obviously millions of permutations. They monitor whether the site's working, which is so crucial. You can't have your site go down even for a second, and New Relic makes sure that it's not. And then this whole retail rally began when Manny Chirico came on Mad Money and said this was the best he'd seen in many, many years. This is PVH, which is Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. And I think it's going to be a very, very strong number. If Ralph Lauren was good, Kors is an aberration, I think. I have to look at Kors more. But if Ralph Lauren was good, that's a good analog to Tommy Hilfiger and to Calvin Klein. And I think that even though Manny's stock is up a great deal, there can be money made here.
Manny was bullish on China in your last interview with him.
Yes, he was. Good points.
We'll see what he says. All right, Jim, we're going to continue talking about stocks. Everyone, please join us on ActionAlertsPlus.com.